what we're moving now to is when we're going to do more than one step. So it's going to be a multi-step, okay? Now, we actually kind of threw one of these up on the board earlier this week. Can anybody remind me or tell me what do we do with something like this? How do we start this? Emma?
You add 6 to both sides of the equation.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so add 6 to both sides so that these guys will cancel. Okay, so always take care of that addition and subtraction first. Okay, so now what do I have left on, and let me draw my wall here. If you need to draw a wall, draw a wall. What do you have left on this side of the wall? 2A. And what do you have left on that right-hand side? 10. Okay, is everybody okay so far? All right, now my next step, Caitlin, will be to do what?
Divide by 2.
Good, divide everything by 2. What did you get for an answer when you did that?
5.
Nice job. So A equals 5. Yes, sir.
Wait, so you subtract an addition first, right?
In this case, yes. Not in every case, okay? But on this particular problem, you're always going to move this guy, and then we'll worry about that too.
So like, you would take care of what's not the variable for.
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, I want you to try number 2 on your own. So it's very similar to number 1. Try number 2 on your own. Are you guys all right? Okay. All right, Peyton, I'm going to put you on the hot seat here. What was the first step you did here?
Plus 4.
Good. Add the 4 to both sides. So you get 11x equals what?
Equals 33.
Good. Okay. Tatiana, what would be my next step here?
Divide 11 on 4 sides.
Okay, and what did you get for an answer? Nice job. Okay, does anybody have a question on that? Okay, we're going to come back to 3. I actually want you to drop down to number 5 real quick. All right, so everybody drop down and let's look at number 5 together real quick. Okay? Okay, so when you look at number 1 versus number 5, these are very similar problems. The difference is on number 1, we're taking 2 times our variable, where on number 5, we're just taking our variable and dividing. So our first step is not going to be the same. It's almost the exact same problem. It's just we're dividing by 11 on this one where we were multiplying by 2 on the other one. Okay? So what do you think, based on that information, what do you think our first step is going to be here? What would I do first? Kevin?
Subtract 2.
Good. Subtract the 2 from both sides. Nice job. Okay, again, make sure if you have to put a wall or a line down that equal sign, you have to do it to both sides of that equal sign. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Okay? All right, so what is -3 and -2?
Negative 5.
-5. -5, right? So they're same signs, add, and then keep the sign. Now on that right-hand side, I still have A divided by 11. All right, so what are we going to do there? You got an idea?
Times about 11.
Good. Multiply both sides by 11. So,
55.
nice job. So A will equal -55. Okay, does anybody have a question on that? Okay, number 6 on your own. Guadalupe, what'd you do first here? Good, so we're gonna add the 8 first, and what did you get when you added 8? Huh? Good, 19. Alright, Ellie, what do we do now?
You take the times the reciprocal.
Very good, okay, so she's multiplying by 2/3. Okay, so she said multiply by the reciprocal, alright? So multiply by 2/3 over here. Now if you need to put that 19 over a 1 to get that done, do that. Okay, so this all cancels. Alright, so if I'm looking here, does anything over here cross cancel? Does anything cross cancel? No, okay? So then what do we do if it doesn't cross cancel? Okay, Emma?
You just multiply across.
Multiply across. So 19 times 2 is
38.
38, 3 times 1, 3, and that's going to be your answer. Okay, remember we can leave it improper now. Okay? Alright, any questions on that? Okay, so then let's go back up and look at number 3 now. Now, on number 3, when I look at these, when I look down here at number 5, I see this is a little bitty fraction. He's not scary because he's little. So we take care of his buddy first. On this guy, this is a big fraction. Okay, so when we have a big dog, we need to take care of that denominator first. We need to get rid of our fraction. Okay? So how do you think we're going to get that done? How do we get rid of this fraction? Okay, Caitlin?
Multiply by 8.
Good. Okay, so since it says division of 8, we're going to multiply by 8. Now, keep in mind that this is still technically an 8 over 1. Okay, the 8's will cancel out. Okay, that's the whole reason we're doing this. So the 8's we're going to cancel. You're not going to distribute the 8 to the top or anything crazy like that. The 8's are going to cancel. All right, so on the left-hand side there, you have 8 plus 7. And then 5 times 8 is?
40.
40. Very good. Okay. All right, so now this should look a little familiar to us. Evan, what do you think we would do next?
Subtract the 7.
Good. Subtract the 7. All right, and what's my answer there going to be?
33.
33. Very good. Okay. All right, try number 4 on your own. Number 4 on your own.
I don't know what she's signed. Let me see. What you guys proving proofs? Yeah. Yeah, so you have to write down the 6. If DF is congruent to DF is congruent to EG and X is 10. So yeah, I think that's it. You guys are about a week ahead of us. So I don't have to tell you, buddy. You check Schoology. Did she post up on Schoology?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I lost it, so. And that's what it said.
Now, you gotta look for something to post on Thursday, not Friday.
Good job.
I know it said it's due Friday.
All right, let's go ahead and look at number 4. Number 4. Okay, so Malcolm, tell me what you did here on this one.
I put times 2, or times -2.
Okay, good. So we're going to multiply both sides by -2. Again, if you want to put it over 1, you can, so those cancel. Okay? So you had what left when you did that? What'd you get?
Or 8 plus 1
Mm-hmm. Equals what?
equals 8. Or
There, good. -30. Okay, James, what are we going to do now?
Subtract 1. -30.
Okay, and what do you get when you do that? Ooh, same sign or different sign?
-31.
-31. Okay, remember, same sign we add, right? Same sign we add. So -31. Okay? All right, anybody have a question for me on that? Okay, last problem we're going to look at for today. Flip over, we're going to look at number 7. We're going to keep working on those real world problems. Okay, I know we don't like them, but we're gonna keep working on it, okay? So we have our 4 steps that I'm expecting out of you, right? Defining variable, writing equation, solving, write your sentence, okay? All right, does anybody want to read number 7 for us? Okay?
Lynn read 3/4 of the graphic novel over the weekend. Monday, he read 22 more pages. If he has read 220 pages, how many pages does the book have?
Okay, so let's define our variable first. What are we looking for here? Alexis?
How many pages the book has?
Okay, so I'm gonna put P for total pages. Okay, P for total pages. All right, so now let's write an equation. Don't overthink this equation. Use the words that you know. Anybody got any ideas on something we might do with some of these numbers? You don't have to know all of it, but what are some thoughts we have? Emma starts off.
3/4 times P.
Okay, how did you come up, that's right, how did you come up with that?
Because we already read 3/4 of the novel in
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the, what's that mean, guys?
months.
Times. So right there in the wording, right, it tells you what to do sometimes. So 3/4 of, which means times, and then it's talking about the whole graphic novel where we're talking about total pages, okay? So 3/4 P. All right, someone besides Emma now, give me something else that we know. Kevin?
Plus 1.
Yeah, if I read 22 more, wouldn't I be adding 22? That's a great job, Kevin, all right? So we're gonna add 22. And then how many total pages did we have so far? Good, 220. All right, I want you to take a second and solve this one on your own. If you don't know, go back and look at number 5 and 6 on the front side, okay? Oh, yeah, it is.
I didn't know what that was.
It's coming up pretty good, too. Lovely. At least you're not outside walking for passing period yet.
Yes.
That's all right.
Wait.
You don't have that
Yes,
outside.
is 7th next?
Yeah.
7th is
Yes,
next.
and I have to walk to where
And I already walking in front.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and start talking about this. We got sidetracked. All right, first thing we're gonna do, Quentin, what's the first thing we're gonna do on this load?
You subtract 22.
Good, all right, so we're gonna start by, you should have subtracted 22 from both sides. All right, so what is 220 minus 22? Good, 198. All right, what do you guys wanna do next? What do we wanna do next? Evan?
You would, take the, multiply 4/3 actually, could you switch it?
Okay, multiply by the reciprocal.